Which seeds in your pantry right now could be slowly poisoning you, and which ones could add years to your life? I'm about to reveal exactly which 4 seeds are dangerous for seniors and which 4 are powerfully protective, along with how to tell the difference and what to do starting today. Stay with me because one of these dangerous seeds is hiding in something 90% of seniors eat regularly, often multiple times per day, without knowing the hidden risk it poses to your health. Last year, a 73-year-old man named Vernon experienced unexplained digestive problems, persistent fatigue, and strange headaches for months. His doctor ran extensive tests and eventually discovered he was consuming a specific type of seed in his daily smoothies that was interfering with nutrient absorption and creating toxic buildup in his system. Within 3 weeks of eliminating that seed and switching to safe alternatives, his symptoms completely disappeared. Dangerous seed. 1. Apple seeds contain cyanide compounds. The seeds inside that apple you eat daily contain a compound called amygdalin, which converts directly to cyanide in your digestive system. Most people assume that anything from a natural fruit must be safe, but apple seeds are a clear exception to this assumption. The Mayo Clinic and Toxicology Research Centers have documented extensively how amygdalin breaks down into hydrogen cyanide when it comes into contact with digestive enzymes in your stomach and intestines. While your body can handle tiny amounts of cyanide through its natural detoxification systems, repeated exposure from regularly consuming apple seeds creates a cumulative toxic burden that becomes increasingly dangerous over time. Dr. Amesh Adalja, a senior scholar at the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, explains that cyanide works by preventing your cells from using oxygen properly. Even at low levels, this interference can cause symptoms that many seniors attribute to normal aging: persistent fatigue, unexplained headaches, difficulty concentrating, and general weakness. The problem becomes more severe for seniors because your liver and kidneys, which are responsible for detoxifying these compounds, work less efficiently as you age. What might be a minor exposure for a younger person can create significant toxic accumulation in someone over 60. The National Institutes of Health reports that as few as 200 apple seeds could provide a potentially lethal dose of cyanide for an adult. But even consuming just a few seeds regularly can cause chronic low-level poisoning. Think about how many people put whole apples into their juicers or blenders without removing the core and seeds. They're creating a concentrated source of amygdalin in their daily smoothies, consuming it morning after morning, building up toxins gradually. The symptoms develop so slowly that they never connect their chronic fatigue or persistent headaches to their healthy morning smoothie habit. Others have the habit of eating the entire apple core, seeds and all, believing they're reducing waste and getting extra fiber. They're actually poisoning themselves with every core they consume. The effects are subtle, but cumulative, especially in seniors whose detoxification systems are already compromised. The solution is simple and requires just a moment of attention each time you eat or prepare apples. Always remove and completely discard the core and all seeds before eating or processing apples in any way. If you make smoothies or juice, cut your apples into quarters and remove the entire seed cavity before adding the fruit to your blender or juicer. Never eat apple cores, no matter how appealing it seems from a waste reduction perspective. If you buy apple products like applesauce or apple juice, choose commercial brands that process apples properly and filter out all seed material. The small amount of effort required to remove seeds completely eliminates this hidden poison from your diet. Check your apple eating habits today and eliminate this hidden poison from your routine. Dangerous seed. 2. Cherry pits release. Prussic acid. Why would something natural and fruit-related be dangerous for your body? Cherry pits contain the same amygdalin compound found in apple seeds, but in much higher concentrations. The American Association of Poison Control Centers receives hundreds of calls each year about cherry pit exposures, and their data shows that seniors are disproportionately affected because they're more likely to experience severe symptoms from the hydrogen cyanide released when these pits are crushed or chewed. A single crushed cherry pit can release enough cyanide to cause noticeable symptoms in a senior, and consuming multiple crushed pits can create a medical emergency. Dr. Kelly Johnson Arbour, a medical toxicology expert and co-medical director at the National Capital Poison Center, has published research showing that crushing or chewing stone fruit pits releases prussic acid, which is another name for hydrogen cyanide. The danger comes not from swallowing whole pits, which typically pass through your digestive system intact, but from any crushing or chewing that breaks the pit open and releases the toxic compounds inside. For seniors, even small exposures can cause symptoms including dizziness, confusion, headaches, rapid breathing, and in severe cases, loss of consciousness or cardiac problems. Your body's reduced ability to detoxify these compounds as you age means the symptoms are often more severe and longer lasting than in younger people. Consider what happens when someone accidentally bites down on a cherry pit while eating a cherry pie or cherry dish. That crunch releases a burst of amygdalin directly into their mouth and digestive system. They might experience a bitter taste, which is the cyanide compound, followed by symptoms they attribute to something else entirely. Some people also swallow cherry pits whole while eating cherries quickly, and while this is generally less dangerous than crushing them, there's still risk if the pits break apart in the digestive tract or if someone consumes many whole pits over time. My neighbor Irene accidentally bit down on a cherry pit in a restaurant dessert last year and experienced severe headaches and nausea for the rest of the evening. She had no idea the pit was the cause until her doctor explained the connection. The solution requires awareness and careful eating habits whenever cherries are involved. Always remove cherry pits before eating cherries or cooking with them. When eating dishes that might contain cherries, eat slowly and carefully, checking each bite for pits before chewing. If you accidentally get a whole cherry pit in your mouth, spit it out immediately and rinse your mouth with water. Never crack open cherry pits out of curiosity or to access the seed inside, as this is extremely dangerous. Avoid any products marketed as containing cherry kernel or cherry pit extracts, as these concentrated forms are particularly hazardous. If you grow cherry trees, educate your family about the dangers and keep children and pets away from fallen fruit with pits. Today, commit to never putting cherry pits in your mouth and being vigilant about checking any cherry-containing foods. Dangerous seed. 3. Apricot kernels, marketed as false cures. Health food stores sell these as vitamin B17 or Letril, but they're actually dangerous sources of cyanide with no proven health benefits. The Food and Drug Administration has issued multiple warnings about apricot kernels being marketed as alternative cancer treatments, and the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center has published extensive research debunking the health claims while documenting the very real dangers. The marketing specifically targets seniors seeking natural health solutions, making false promises about cancer prevention and treatment while downplaying or completely ignoring the serious poisoning risk. There is no such thing as vitamin B17. This is a marketing term created to make amygdalin sound like an essential nutrient when it's actually a toxic compound. Dr. Barry Cassileth, the founding chief of integrative medicine at Memorial Sloan Kettering, has spent decades warning the public that apricot kernels offer no cancer-fighting benefits and pose serious health risks. The amygdalin content in apricot kernels is extremely high, with just a few kernels containing enough cyanide to cause severe poisoning in adults. The National Institutes of Health reports documented cases of people who consumed apricot kernels as alternative cancer treatments and ended up hospitalized with cyanide poisoning. Some of these cases resulted in death. The particularly insidious aspect of this dangerous product is that it's marketed specifically to vulnerable people who are desperate for health solutions. Think about the appeal of these false health claims to seniors facing health challenges or worried about cancer. The marketing tells them that conventional medicine is hiding a natural cure, that big pharmaceutical companies don't want them to know about this miracle seed, and that eating these kernels daily will protect them from disease. Desperate for solutions and distrustful of conventional treatments, they buy bottles of these toxic seeds and consume them daily, slowly poisoning themselves while believing they're protecting their health. The symptoms of chronic low-level cyanide poisoning, including fatigue, weakness, and confusion, are blamed on their existing health conditions rather than recognized as poisoning from the very product they're taking to improve their health. The solution is absolute and non-negotiable. Avoid all apricot kernel products, regardless of the health claims made on the label or by the seller. If you currently have apricot kernels, Letrial, or any product marketed as vitamin B17 in your home, throw them away immediately. Do not give them to anyone else or try to use them up gradually. They are poison and no amount is safe. If you've been consuming these products and experiencing any symptoms like nausea, headaches, dizziness, confusion, or weakness, contact your doctor immediately and tell them about the apricot kernel consumption. Be skeptical of any natural health product that claims to cure serious diseases or is marketed as something conventional medicine doesn't want you to know about. If you have these in your pantry, throw them away right now. Dangerous seed. 4 raw elderberry seeds and plant parts. What if that elderberry supplement contains parts of the plant that should never be consumed raw? Elderberries have become extremely popular for immune support, but the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health has issued clear warnings that raw elderberries, including the seeds, stems, and leaves, contain toxic compounds called glycosides that can cause severe illness. While properly processed elderberry products can be safe and potentially beneficial, many homemade preparations and some commercial products don't adequately remove or neutralize these toxic compounds. The toxic glycosides in raw elderberry plant material break down in your digestive system into cyanide, similar to the compounds in apple seeds and cherry pits. Dr. Todd Cooperman, president of Consumer Lab. which tests supplement quality and safety, has documented that some elderberry products on the market contain inadequately processed elderberry material with dangerous levels of these toxic compounds. The symptoms of elderberry poisoning include severe nausea, vomiting, intense abdominal cramps, and diarrhea that can lead to dangerous dehydration, especially in seniors. In severe cases, the cyanide released from these compounds can cause more serious systemic symptoms, including difficulty breathing, confusion, and cardiovascular problems. Consider the growing trend of making homemade elderberry syrup as a natural immune booster. Well-meaning people harvest elderberries from wild or cultivated plants, mash the entire berry including seeds, and create syrups without proper cooking or processing to neutralize the toxins. They consume these homemade preparations daily throughout cold and flu season, experiencing digestive problems they attribute to a virus or food sensitivity rather than recognizing they're poisoning themselves with their homemade remedy. Even some commercial elderberry products don't adequately process the berries to remove all toxic plant parts. My friend Loretta made homemade elderberry syrup last winter following an online recipe. After 3 days of taking it, she developed severe stomach cramps and nausea that lasted nearly a week. The solution requires careful selection and verification of any elderberry products you use. Only purchase elderberry supplements and syrups from reputable manufacturers who clearly state their products contain properly processed elderberries with all toxic plant parts removed. Avoid homemade elderberry preparations unless you have verified expertise in properly processing these berries. which requires specific cooking methods and complete removal of stems, leaves, and ideally seeds. Never consume raw elderberries in any form. If you currently use an elderberry product and experience any digestive symptoms after taking it, stop immediately and switch to a different brand or eliminate elderberry entirely. Read labels carefully and avoid products that don't clearly specify their processing methods. Verify your elderberry products today before your next dose. Beneficial seed. 1. Flax seeds. Provide omega-3 and fiber. These tiny brown or golden seeds contain more omega-3 fatty acids than salmon, ounce for ounce, making them one of the most powerful plant-based sources of these critical fats. Harvard Medical School has published extensive research on flaxseed benefits for heart health, with studies showing that just 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed daily can reduce total cholesterol and specifically lower LDL cholesterol, which is the harmful type that contributes to heart disease. The American Heart Association includes flax seeds in their recommendations for heart-healthy foods because they provide alpha-linolenic acid, a type of omega-3 that your body converts into the same beneficial compounds found in fish oil. Dr. Frank Hu, professor of nutrition and epidemiology at Harvard School of Public Health, has conducted long-term studies showing that people who regularly consume flax seeds have lower rates of heart disease, reduced inflammation throughout their bodies, and better digestive health. Flax seeds are extremely high in both soluble and insoluble fiber, with just 2 tablespoons providing about 20% of your daily fiber needs. This fiber helps regulate blood sugar levels, promotes healthy digestion, prevents constipation that commonly affects seniors, and supports the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. The lignans in flax seeds are powerful antioxidants that may help protect against certain cancers and reduce inflammation associated with arthritis and other age-related conditions. Think about the multiple ways flax seeds support senior health simultaneously. The omega-3 fats reduce inflammation that contributes to heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive decline. The fiber regulates digestion and helps control blood sugar spikes after meals. The lignans provide antioxidant protection against cellular damage. All of this comes from a simple, inexpensive seed you can add to foods you already eat. The only caveat is that flax seeds must be ground to provide their full benefits, because whole flax seeds pass through your digestive system intact without releasing their nutrients. You can buy pre-ground flaxseed meal or grind whole seeds yourself in a coffee grinder and store them in your refrigerator to prevent the oils from going rancid. The solution is simple, affordable, and easy to implement starting tomorrow morning. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds to your daily routine. Mix them into yogurt, stir them into oatmeal, sprinkle them on salads, or blend them into smoothies. The taste is mild and nutty, and most people don't even notice them in their food. Store ground flax seeds in an airtight container in your refrigerator to keep them fresh, and use them within a few weeks. If you prefer, you can buy whole flax seeds, grind small batches as needed, and keep the whole seeds in your pantry. Start with 1 tablespoon daily if you're not used to high-fiber foods. Then increase to 2 tablespoons after a week to avoid digestive discomfort from the sudden fiber increase. Add flax seeds to your shopping list today. Beneficial seed. 2. Chia seeds offer complete protein. These tiny ancient seeds, once prized by Aztec warriors for sustained energy, provide all 9 essential amino acids your aging body needs, but often struggles to get from diet alone. The Cleveland Clinic's nutrition department has published research highlighting chia seeds as one of the rare plant foods that contain complete protein, making them particularly valuable for seniors who may not eat adequate animal protein. Just 2 tablespoons of chia seeds provide 4 grams of complete protein, along with significant amounts of calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus that are critical for maintaining bone density. Dr. Penny Chris Etherton, a nutrition professor at Penn State University, has conducted research on chia seeds showing they help regulate blood sugar levels by slowing the conversion of carbohydrates into sugar during digestion. This makes them particularly beneficial for seniors with diabetes or prediabetes. Chia seeds have a unique property of absorbing up to 12 times their weight in water, creating a gel-like substance that keeps you feeling full longer and helps maintain hydration. This gel formation also helps slow digestion, leading to more stable energy levels throughout the day without the spikes and crashes associated with many foods. The omega-3 fatty acids in chia seeds support brain health and may help protect against cognitive decline. Think about how many seniors struggle with maintaining adequate protein intake, especially those who have difficulty chewing meat or have reduced appetites. Chia seeds provide an easy, digestible source of complete protein that requires no cooking or preparation. They're also incredibly easy to consume for seniors with dental problems or swallowing difficulties because the gel they form is smooth and easy to swallow. The calcium and magnesium they provide are essential for bone health. Yet many seniors don't get enough of these minerals from diet alone. A single serving of chia seeds provides more calcium than a glass of milk and more magnesium than a handful of almonds. The solution is incredibly simple and requires almost no preparation. Add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to 8 ounces of water, juice, or milk. Stir well and let sit for 10 to 15 minutes until the seeds absorb the liquid and form a gel. Drink this mixture once daily, preferably with breakfast or as a mid-morning snack. You can also add chia seeds directly to yogurt, oatmeal, or smoothies without pre-soaking them. Unlike flax seeds, chia seeds don't need to be ground because your body can digest them whole and access all their nutrients. Store chia seeds in an airtight container in your pantry where they'll stay fresh for up to 2 years. Start tomorrow morning with chia seeds in your breakfast. Beneficial seed 3. Pumpkin seeds supply. Critical minerals. Most seniors are deficient in zinc and magnesium, 2 minerals essential for immune function, sleep quality, muscle health, and heart rhythm. And pumpkin seeds provide both in abundant, easily absorbed forms. The National Institutes of Health reports that zinc deficiency is extremely common in older adults, contributing to poor immune function, slow wound healing, loss of taste and smell, and increased susceptibility to infections. Just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds provides about 20% of your daily zinc needs, along with nearly half your daily magnesium requirement. Dr. Michael Greger, a physician and nutrition researcher, has compiled research showing that pumpkin seeds specifically support prostate health in men, bladder health in both sexes, and may help reduce symptoms of an overactive bladder that commonly affects seniors. The magnesium in pumpkin seeds plays a crucial role in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, including regulating blood pressure, maintaining steady heart rhythm, supporting bone density, and promoting better sleep quality. Many seniors who struggle with nighttime leg cramps, irregular heartbeats, or difficulty sleeping are actually experiencing symptoms of magnesium deficiency that could be addressed simply by adding magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds to their daily diet. Think about how many common senior health complaints are directly related to zinc and magnesium deficiency. Frequent colds and infections signal poor immunity from inadequate zinc. Nighttime leg cramps and muscle twitches indicate low magnesium. Difficulty falling asleep and frequent nighttime waking often improve dramatically when magnesium levels are optimized. Yet instead of addressing these deficiencies through diet, many people accept these problems as inevitable parts of aging or seek multiple treatments without addressing the underlying nutritional issue. Pumpkin seeds provide a simple, whole food solution that addresses multiple nutritional deficiencies simultaneously with a single, inexpensive food. The solution is as easy as keeping a container of pumpkin seeds within reach. Eat a quarter cup of raw or lightly roasted pumpkin seeds daily as a mid-afternoon snack. You can eat them plain or sprinkle them with a tiny bit of sea salt if you prefer some flavor. Add them to salads for extra crunch and nutrition. Mix them into trail mix with other nuts and dried fruit. Toss them into stir-fries during the last minute of cooking. Buy raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds from the bulk section of your grocery store or in packages from the nut and seed aisle. Avoid heavily salted or candy-coated varieties that add unnecessary sodium or sugar. Store them in an airtight container in a cool place where they'll stay fresh for several months. Pick up pumpkin seeds this week and make them part of your daily routine. Beneficial seed. 4. Sunflower seeds protect against aging. Your cells need vitamin E to fight oxidative stress that accelerates aging, damages your brain, and weakens your cardiovascular system, and sunflower seeds deliver this critical antioxidant more powerfully than almost any other food. The Mayo Clinic's nutrition research shows that just 1 ounce of sunflower seeds provides 82% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin E, along with significant amounts of selenium, another crucial antioxidant that works synergistically with vitamin E to protect your cells. Together, these antioxidants defend against the free radical damage that contributes to cognitive decline, heart disease, and age-related vision problems. Dr. Elizabeth DeVore, a researcher at Brigham and Women's Hospital and Harvard Medical School, has published studies linking higher vitamin E intake to reduced rates of cognitive decline in older adults. Her research suggests that people who maintain adequate vitamin E levels through diet experience slower declines in memory and thinking skills as they age. The selenium in sunflower seeds supports thyroid function, which often becomes sluggish in seniors, and strengthens immune function, helping your body fight infections and potentially reducing cancer risk. The B vitamins in sunflower seeds, particularly folate and B6, help lower homocysteine levels in your blood, which when elevated increase your risk of heart disease and stroke. Think about the comprehensive protection sunflower seeds provide against the major health threats facing seniors. The vitamin E protects your brain cells from oxidative damage that leads to memory loss and dementia. The selenium supports your immune system and thyroid function. The B vitamins protect your cardiovascular system. The healthy fats provide anti-inflammatory benefits throughout your body. All of this protection comes from a simple, tasty seed that costs pennies per serving and requires zero preparation. Yet most seniors are deficient in vitamin E because modern diets tend to be low in nuts and seeds, the primary dietary sources of this critical nutrient. The solution is delicious and requires no cooking or preparation. Eat a quarter cup of unsalted, raw or dry roasted sunflower seeds daily. Add them to salads for a satisfying crunch. Mix them into homemade granola or trail mix. Sprinkle them over roasted vegetables. Eat them by the handful as a convenient portable snack. Look for sunflower seeds without shells already removed, which are sometimes called sunflower kernels, making them easy to eat. Avoid heavily salted varieties that can contribute to high blood pressure. Buy them in bulk to save money and store them in an airtight container in your pantry or refrigerator. Add sunflower seeds to your next meal and start protecting your cells today. The clear distinction between dangerous and beneficial seeds is now yours to use for protecting your health and adding powerful nutrition. Eliminate apple seeds, cherry pits, apricot kernels, and raw elderberry products completely while adding flax seeds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds to your daily routine. These simple changes remove hidden dangers and add proven health protection starting immediately with your very next meal and snack. Which dangerous seed were you unknowingly consuming? Tell me in the comments what you're changing today and which beneficial seed you're adding first. If this information helped you identify hidden dangers in your diet, click that like button right now. Subscribe for more practical nutrition guidance designed specifically for seniors who want clear, actionable information. Share this with other seniors who need to know which seeds protect and which ones harm their health. Sharing this video could prevent someone from unknowingly poisoning themselves with the wrong seeds, while helping them discover the powerful health benefits of the right ones.